So hello friends, again a warm welcome in Creative Comrade daily practice session, and now we are going to discuss English previous year paper which is conducted by UPSC. Through with help of this paper we are able to predict how previous is asking the question, what is the level of the question. Okay, so now we are going to solve the spotting error section, and this is very important practice session, friends, so please join. So let's start spotting errors. So as you know, spotting errors, so I now am not going to read the direction. Okay, so I will start from the question. First question is, now let's read. He has been. What is the rule for solve the spotting error? First rule is read each sentences very carefully and with correct pronunciation. Okay, very carefully and correct pronunciation. Second rule is apply what you have read. Apply what you have read. If any sentence is not come from what you have read, so there should be maybe there may be chance should be no error. There may be chance should be no error. Okay, so apply these three rules. Okay, so now we will start. He has been one the most revered member of committee of inquiry. So this comes under what we have read. Okay, so very many time we have read there should be one of. Okay, one of the most revered member. Okay, one of the most revered members. So here off is missing, so error is in part of B, so right answer is B. Now move on next question. Actually I want to change the color. Okay, now this is okay. Rakul asked me, this is also Rakul asked me, this is correct, whether I was interested to joining the group for the trip. Okay, so we have read in marathon video, when we are using gerund. Okay, gerund, so there should be interested to join. So what should be the right? Actually interested, here is the two chance. Okay, here may be two chance. Interested, this is interested in joining. Okay, and maybe interested to join. Okay, interested to join, these both rules are correct, because when we are using gerund, we will always use the preposition in. We will always use the preposition in with before gerund. Okay, when gerund is coming middle of the sentence, so we will always use the preposition in. So here what is the used? To. If here we are using to, so what should be the here? There should be a join, not a joining. Okay, so error in part of C. Now moving on 13. Where there is a will, then there is a way is an old epithet. So this is correct. Okay, when there is a will, so this is one of the common epithet. That should be not like that. Actually the right epithet is there is a will, there is a way, then is unusual. Okay, then is unusual, so right answer is B. Now move on next question. India feminism grew out of the women movements of the late 19th century. This is also correct. Reached full maturity in the early 20th century. This is also correct. So now move on. First, India feminism grew out of the women's movement. So when we read the pronoun section, so here is the use of imperative pronoun. India feminism, which or that, maybe we can use which or that. Okay, which or that. So here missing which of the imperative pronoun is missing, we can use which or that. So here should be which or that, but which or that is missing, so error in part of A. This is right answer. A is right answer. So India feminism which grow out of the women movements, this should be right. Now move on next question. The greatest merit of democracy is that everyone feel free the greatest merit of democracy, this is all right, and is that everyone feels free and can pursue his her interest. Okay, so when we read the model word, okay, this is important concept, please keep in mind. When we are using model, okay, this is model. When we are using model, so model is always followed by, this model is always followed by main verb. Main verb means this is a, this like what is written, this is pursues, okay, and what should be that, the main verb is pursues, is pursue, okay, pursue. So this is rule. When we use the model, the main verb always followed by the verb always followed by the main verb, okay, but pursuit is not a main verb. Pursuit is third form of the pursue, okay, so there should be the pursue, not a pursues, okay. So error in part of C. Now move on next question, right? 16. All stakeholders of education have the right to ask for accountability in every aspects, okay. So this is one of the simplest question, because in marathon video we have learn when we use every like word like every, each, so noun should be in singular form, noun, and each and everything should be singular form, okay. So here aspects is plural. What should be the right, this is there should be aspect, not aspects, okay. So error in part of C, there should be aspect, okay. So error in part of C. Now move on next question. Learning many languages promote linguistic, cultural and social harmonies among people seeking different languages. Learning many languages promote linguistic, cultural and social harmonies among people speaking different languages. So this is the sentence which not comes under what we have read. So here is a chance there should be no error. So I am mentioning no error. So answer is D, okay. For 17, answer is D. Now, one should not act according to one's whims and fancies on public place. So again, this is one of the simplest error detection question. So what written is here, whim and fancies on public place. You can easily identify the mistake, because always we have read in newspaper, we have read in brochure, in public place smoking is not allowed in public place, okay. So on public place is wrong. So what should be the right proposition here, in, okay, right. So error in part of C. Now move on next question. 19. Economists believe that India had taken a new turn in 1990 with the liberalization to her economy. When you read this sentence, to her economy, so here is a, here your mind blink, here your mind blink to mistake, okay, because with the liberalization to her economy, so what should be the, for, to preposition is wrong, for her economy, sorry, there should be not a for, this of her economy, okay, of her economy. So 2 is wrong. Now read again. Economists believe that India had taken a new turn in 1990 with the liberalization of her economy. This is right, okay. Now move on next question. Irrigation works have special importance in an agricultural countries. So please keep in mind, countries here, countries, but what they had used an article an. We, though, when we read the article, one of the most important concept is we are using a an when our main noun or main subject is singular, okay. We will always use an with singular noun, okay. So here is an agricultural countries, okay. So an should be avoided, there should be not an, okay. If here is an, so here should be country, not like a countries, okay. So error in part of B. Now error detection section is khatam. Now error detection section is end. Now we are moving to ordering of sentence is not important for UPSC EPFO exam, so I am going to avoid this. Now I am moving to next section, maybe 1.6. Okay, fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. I read the question paper and I think this is again important for the UPSC EPFO for identify actually the rule which we are going to use in the fill in the blank section belong from spotting error. Okay, so these things will also be helpful for solve the question in spotting error section. So we are going to solve first question. First, read the direction. Each of the following sentence in this section has a blank space and 4 word of group of word are given after the sentence. Select the most appropriate word of group of words for the blank space and indicate your response on the answer sheet accordingly. Okay, now start. If I a good match, I would have got married. So here I am going to discuss very important concept, that is if I, this is conditional word. Okay, if I, this is conditional word. So when you are using if I with present tense, if I with present tense, if I with present tense, so what should be the here will. Okay, will. When we are using if I with past tense, okay, so what should be the here would. Okay, would, right? And when we are using perfect tense means the past part, perfect tense means past participle form. If I, when we are using if I with past participle form perfect tense, so what should be the, what should be here is would have. Okay, would have, would have. So now if I a good match, I would have, so would have is here. So what should be the our right answer? What should be the our right answer? Have found. Okay, what is the our right answer is have found. Wait a minute friends, I'm going to take a water. So friends, let's start. If I, okay, I were solving the this question. Okay, so now I am going to solve again because explanation chain is broken. Okay, now, okay, I'm going to explain this concept again, that will be helpful for you. Okay, so now what is the concept? Here I explain if I is a conditional word. Okay, so here is 3 case in conditional word. If, when, if I, when if I with present tense. Okay, so what should be the, what we will going to use, the second word would be will. Okay, and if I followed by past tense, then second sentence always will be would. Okay, and if I followed by past participle, past participle means perfect tense with past participle, because perfect tense is always use past participle form of verb. So when if is followed by perfect tense with past participle, that should, what should be the here would have. Okay, would have. So so here our question fall in third condition. This is because I would have is written. So what should be the here perfect tense with past participle. So here this option got eliminated, this also got eliminated. Here we have found two options. So this is had found and have found. Okay, but here I would is written. Okay, so what is the past perfect tense? There should be not a have, there should be a had. Okay, had found, had found. So what should be the right answer is A. Actually I think previously I have mentioned have found na? Okay, that will be that was the wrong. Okay, so right answer is had found, because this is also a past tense. Okay, had found. Now move on next question. The lady has been declared as one of the top one of. So one of comes in your word, your mind always blink one of the concept, that is PSS. After one of, we will follow PSS rule. PSS rule means first word may be noun or pronoun, always will be plural, always will be plural. So the lady has been declared as one of the top 10. Here observe the option more powerful. So here lady is belong from one of the top 10. Okay, so more is eliminated, so more is, we are not going to use more, so most, because we are comparing with top 10. Okay, when we are going to use more, when we use comparative degree, but here we are using superlative degree. So more is eliminated. Here two option left with us, most powerful member and most powerful member. So we know one of means first word always should be plural, so member is wrong. What should be the right? Members. So what is the right answer? B, most powerful members. Now move on next question. When I visited the village nearby the city, I many water bodies intact. Many water bodies intact. So came and came in, this is also wrong, because when you read the sentence you also got the point. Come across or came across may be the right answer. Okay, so here point out, visited is used. Okay, visited, this is past tense. So what should be the right answer? Came across. So our next word will be our next sentence also should be the past tense. So what should be the right answer? This is came across, not a come across. Okay, now move on next question. He has lost all his investment and he is okay. So he lost his all investment means he spent all monies. Now he is penniless and he is broken, discredited, defunct. So defunct is not related with this sentence, and discredited means actually discredited means that he's not a loyal. Okay, so discredited, this word is also going to eliminate it. So what is remain? Broken. So he has is used. So what the verb we would use, that the right verb will be broken, not a broke. Okay, so what the right answer? Right answer is B. For 54th question, right answer is B, broken. Now move on next question. He 55, he whether he could get any certificate for the issue. Okay, so here you got confused, because he whether he could get any certificate for the course. So whether he said, whether he told, whether he thought of, whether he asked, he whether he could get any certificate. So people, you may think like that, asked. Here according to you, here we should use uh, you maybe think like that, you may be confused between two words, said and asked. Sometimes you think like that said is the right word, because when you read with the said, he said whether he could get any certificate for the course, this also sound correct, but this is not correct, because whether is used. Okay, so when whether is used, so our word should be always a question form. Okay, whether is also interrogative, whether denote interrogative means, so said is not interrogative, but ask is interrogative. So what is the right answer? What is suitable answer for this sentence is asked, not a said. Okay, so now always keep in mind when whether is used, so whether is always indicate or denote like this is interrogative sentence, so asked is more suitable with the sentence. So right answer is D. Now 56, I farewell to all my course mate last year. I farewell to all my all my course mate last year. So said is wrong, because said is not a suitable verb. Okay, said and bad, this is not a suitable verb. So what is the what would be the answer? What may be the chance of correct answer? I bid or I bet. I bid farewell to all my course mates last year, but here is last year. Okay, last year means it's denote past tense. So what is the past form of the bid? Actually bid have third form, bid, bade and bidden. So what is the past form of bid? That is bade. So right answer is bade. Now, very few of the text from very early Vedic periods are now. Very few are of the text from very early Vedic periods are now. Extant means survival. Exit means like you exit from anywhere. So this will not, this word is out of scenario. Exempt means leave. So this word is also out of scenario. Redundant means unuseful, useless. Redundant means unuseful, useless. So according to you, what should be the right answer? Because very few of the text from very early Vedic period, so very early Vedic period cannot be redundant. Okay, cannot be redundant. So that should be extent means very few words are now surviving. So what is the right answer? Is extent. Now not a redundant means unusual, useless. Now move on next question 58. A speech is an address delivered to an audience that seek to convince, persuade, inspire, or form. A speech is a formal address, informal address, humorous, and political. So speech may be political, but speech is not always political. Okay, sometimes speech is inspirable, maybe other thing. So speech is not always political. So this word is also got eliminated. Humorous, this is also not humorous. Okay, humorous. And so we left with two words, formal and informal. Okay, so here is a speech is a formal address delivered to an audience, or there should be a speech is an informal address to deliver to the audience. So here we have a trick. Okay, here article a is used. So okay, so speech is a, so here a is a article that has been used. So we will solve the question with help of this trick. Because a, when we use a, if here is, if our word start with vowel, okay, so what should be the right article? Right article should be a, not a. But here a is used, so what should be the right answer? This is formal. Okay, so some of these are the some question which also helpful for you identify the error, for error detection problem. So one of the question is 59. We are going to solve this. All that glitters is not gold. So we have discussed this question in our previous practice session. So what should be the here? Not a glitters. All that glitters is not a gold. This is one of the metaphor. Having been in politics for about 40 years, the party now treat him like a, this is one of the very important question, friends, and you got difficulty to solve the question. Because if you have read what is the use of had been, has been. Okay, so had been mean you have visited that place. Had been, what is the meaning of had been? You have visited that place at particular place. Okay, but what is the meaning of has been? Having been in politics for about 40 years, the party now treat him like a has been. Because has been meaning is useless. Now he is useless. Now he, that person is not worthy. Okay, not worthy. Okay, so having been in politics 40 year, he spent 40-year life in politics, but he is now useful for the party. So what is the right answer? Is has been. So this is very important section, friends. And now we are moving for synonym section. Okay, so synonyms means nearest in meaning. No need to read direction. So we are direct going to solve the question for 61. Emboldened by its success, the leader now plans to go ahead with plan of implementation. So our word is emboldened means emboldened. Actually the beauty of this question is complete sentence is written. So sometime if you fail to identify the meaning of that particular word, so you can got an idea by reading the complete sentence. So what is the meaning of emboldened? Means encouraged. Emboldened means encouraged. Now move on next question. It is an encouraging to see. Sorry, not I'm not going to read, because for UPSC exam, uh, uh, Question not like, question will not come like this. Okay, there should be there would be a single word, not a complete sentence. Okay, so maybe chance if complete sentence is given, so you can identify the meaning of that particular word with the help of sentence. Okay, so indigenous, in okay, indigenous means, okay, now I'm going to read a complete sentence. It is encouraging to see India indigenous cinema is going place. Indigenous means like a native, right? Like a native. So what should be the synonyms of the natives? Homogeneous is eliminated. Classical is also, classical is not belong from native. Okay, non-native language, this is out of scenario. So native means homegrown. So right answer is native, homegrown. Now, the ability to imagine and conceive a common good is an inconsistent with what is known as planoxia is a major struggle for good democracy is realized, good democracy to realize. Okay, so planexia is a one of the word that is used for a common purpose, that is a word which is used out of scenario, because planexia is a technical word. So what is the meaning of prenexia? Prenexia means you are greedy. You are greedy to achieve lot. You are greedy to accumulate lot. So pronexia is related to greed. But here two option is out of scenario. There is dislike for other and over ambitious. So we are going to eliminate these two options. We have left with two, A and B. So greed to grab everything for oneself. Greed to grab everything for oneself. So this is not a correct. Greed to accumulate more and more wealth, that is belong from plonexia. So right answer is our B. Now move on next question. Implicate. What is the meaning of implicate? Implicate means like a he tried to avoid saying something that would be implicate him further. Implicate means like involved. Okay, implicate means like involved. So here we are going to find the meaning of word related to involve. So reward is not related to involve, eliminated. Encourage is also not related to involved, in eliminated. Incite means also encourage, so this is also not related to involved. So what is the left with us? Incriminate, that is option B. So option B is right answer. Now move on next question. The statutory corporate tax, which form the major income of the government, has not changed this year. So many times you have read the word statutory, and when you are reading the politics, you also got the word statutory means not a legislature. Okay, statutory means not a legislature, not unlawful, not a government. Statutory means legal. Okay, sometimes we read the word is this is statutory body. So statutory body means legal body, that body is made from the legal action. Now move on next question. He has been part of all dissident activities. Dissident means he has been part of all rebellious. Dissident means rebellious activities. Okay, so this is right answer. Now move on next question. Advocacy is one major component of any new program. So advocacy, so you got confused with this word is related to advocate, but this is not. Read first word advocacy, ad. So this ad is related for advertisement. Okay, so what is the meaning of advertisement? Synonyms of advertisement may be not a position, not a critic, not a liking. Advertisement means proportion. Okay, so right answer is A. People avoided him for his high mindedness. High mindedness is one of the good word. High mindedness means not a toughness, a strong principle. High mindedness is high mindedness means strong principle. The right answer is B. There is a tendency to treat social changes as mere development in terms of accumulation of wealth. There is a tendency means inclination. Tendency, what is tendency means inclination. People are moving, more and more people moving for that particular thing, that means tendency. So what is the synonyms of tendency? Position, wrong. Thinking is not belong from tendency. Okay, idea is not a tendency. So what we have left with us? Option B, predisposition. That should be the right answer. Okay, Now move on next question. During the ancient period, poets were patronized. Patronized means we have also discussed this word. Patronized means like a if we talk in Hindi, like a sanrakshit, support. Okay, so what is the right answer of patronage means supported, respected, not a respect, not opposed, not a scolded. What is the right answer is supported. Now move on antonym section. Actually you people maybe think like that, what is the benefit of solving this question? Actually when you solve this question, when you reach the exam, you got an idea, you have a practice, you got an idea how to solve the question. If you didn't read that particular word, okay, so sometime you can solve the question by positive and negative method in antonym section, and sometime you can solve the question in calculation by elimination method. So these are the importance of practice. Now 2 months is remaining for the exam, so don't waste people, so friends, don't waste time to read the concept. Okay, don't waste time to read the concept, only do practice for previous year paper. This only thing will help to the clear exam. I am saying clearly, this is fair concept. If you are going practice for these complete 2 months, so that thing only will provide you success. Okay, don't waste time to reading again and again same concept. Okay, use that concept with question. So if you when you are going to solve the question, and if you get the difficulties to solve the question, then open your notes and read that particular thing. Okay, now here we have find two antonyms. Antonyms mean, as you know, opposite in meaning. So now we are going to solve this question. The archaic thinking leads to unfounded. Archaic is word which belong from ancient. Ancient. Archaic means like archaeology. Okay. So archaic means ancient. So what should be the opposite? Opposite is modern. Okay. Modern. Now move on next question. Police had resorted to tear gas to diffuse. Diffuse tension means diffuse means disperse, demolish. Okay, diffuse means disperse, demolish. So demolish. What is the opposite of diffuse? Is maybe concentrate. Scatter is scatter is synonyms of diffuse. Disperse is also synonyms of diffuse, and strew is also synonyms of diffuse. So what should be the right answer is concentrate. Now move on question number 73. Unrest in some pocket made the city dwellers confine themselves at home. Unrest means like a trouble, turbulence, chaos, uproar. Like, okay, so here turbulence may be right answer, but we will analyze all option. Unease, unease may be also okay. And oh, not we are here. Keep in mind always, when we are solving the antonyms question, sometimes may think like that, sometimes we think like that this is a synonyms. Actually I point these answer because I think like this is synonyms, but this is not a synonyms. Okay, we have to find antonyms. So unrest means like a turbulence, this is synonyms of unrest. Unease is also synonyms of unrest, and apprehension is also related to unrest. So what is the opposite of unrest? Is calm. This is the right answer. Peace and tranquility are instrument. Peace and tranquility are instrument which would boost the development of society. So peace and tranquility is same the word which is related to calmness and peace. So what should be the antonyms of tranquility? That is uproar. Uproar, because calm is synonyms of tranquility. Serenity is also synonyms of tranquility, and sound is not belong from word. Sound is out of scenario word. Okay, so what is the right answer is uproar. Now move on next. Bearing a decision. What is the meaning of bearing? Bearing means actually you are leaving for something. You are leave something. You are prohibiting something. So what should be the antonyms of bearing? Accepting, without, including. So bearing means you are prohibiting something. You are leaving something. Okay. So what should be the right answer is including, not excluding. Okay. The right answer is including. Now move on next question. His speech was full of emotion and he was an extempore. Many time you have got this word extempore in your college competition. Extempore means like a word which extempore means as a situation for that you are not prepared for that situation. So means you are unprepared. So what should be the antonyms of extempore? Should be prepared. Okay, the right answer is A. Now move on next question. The teacher asked her student to understand the ensuing problem and address them suitably. So the teacher asked her student to understand this ensuing problem. Ensuing problem is persist. Problem is persist. Ensuing problem is persist. That things like problem is persist. So what should be the right answer? Ensute is synonyms of ensuing, that is also persist. Okay, subsequent denote like a proper order. Okay, this is also out of scenario word. And consequence is like a consequence for something you have done. So ensuing means what is the problem consist of that matter. But what we have remain with that word, that is retrospective. So again I am reiterate that word, friends. If you have confused with the answer, always follow elimination technique, or you can follow negative and positive technique. Okay, so right answer is C. Now move on next question, that is 78. All the allegation against the actor were expunged by the committee of inquiry. Expunged means eliminated by the, disposed by the committee of inquiry, exonerated by the committee of inquiry. So expunged means get rid of होता है. This is synonyms of expunged. Part of is out of scenario. Except is, so expunged means क्या होता है, get rid of. Okay, rejected is also synonym of expunged. So what should be the antonym for expunged? That should be the accepted. Okay, so right answer is C. Now move on next question. His relatives dissuaded him from giving up the job. Okay, so disordered का antonyms for disordered, that should be the pursued means encourage. Okay, so this okay, disordered का right answer क्या हो जाएगा, pursued. You got it. Now move on next question. He is one of the confidants of the leader. Confident means you are like very close, you are very close, you are very close for some person. Okay, so confidence, you are very close, you are very known about that person. So confidence, so confidence, antonyms of confidence, close friends is synonyms. Colleague may be out of scenario. Intimate is also also synonyms of confidence. So what should be the antonyms for that word is opponents. We have left with A. So and A is right answer. So now here in this video I have completed error detection, synonyms and antonyms. For more videos and more practice session, stay tuned with Creative Comrade. So thank you.